Hi, everybody, and thanks for joining me for this short podcast all about working with us here at Lemon in the Sea. This podcast is going to walk you through why websites are a crucial part of your business marketing strategy and how I design websites that build trust, showcase your expertise, and convert leads into clients through a thoughtful design and simple strategy. If we haven't met yet, I'm Samantha, and I am the creative director and designer of Lemon and the Sea. I grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, went to Clemson in South Carolina for my bachelor's degree in architecture, and then moved to Richmond, Virginia when my husband relocated from work. When I'm not designing websites and running my business, I love listening to audiobooks, usually on 2.5 times speed, going on adventures with my kiddo, decorating my house, and trying to keep up with our Netflix queue. I started Lemon in the Sea as a DIY and recipe blog back in 2015 when my husband moved to Richmond, but it quickly became a full-time design business. I very quickly that living in an apartment and not having a lot of cooking skills don't lend itself to blogging, and so I fell back on what I love to do, which is design work. I offered all sorts of things, as so many businesses do. And then in 2017, I shifted my focus to just offering website design and strategy for Squarespace and later for Kajabi. My mission at Lemon in the Sea is to create websites for experts who are transforming lives and making an impact. I believe that websites are the number one piece of any marketing funnel, and that a great website will help you find more right fit clients so you can worry less about how to fill your calendar and spend more time with your friends and family. My business journey has been long and winding, like so many of us in this space. I went to school for architecture and learned many design programs and just how to design and work through problems and create different iterations. And then when I graduated, I decided that I did not want to continue going to school. And so I found a job at a small business where I actually helped them with their accounts payable department. And they learned that I had a design background. So they had me come in to help with some of their graphic design and their website design. Now, their website was completely coded from scratch. And so I took a couple of online classes to learn how all of that worked, as well as just learning on the job. When I transitioned into my own business, I started out on WordPress with a template that I could not stand. Even with a design background and knowledge of code, I could not make that template do what I wanted it to do, and it frustrated me to no end. That was when I saw a webinar years and years ago about Squarespace, and I decided that it would be a great platform to try out. The first website I designed on Squarespace, other than my own, was actually for my cousin, who is a performer, and she needed a resume website. So I got to experiment with the platform for different types of businesses. I really fell in love with Squarespace and learned how to customize it to get the look that I wanted without feeling like it was a stuffy template that I couldn't get out of. Since then, Squarespace has made a lot of changes, and so now designing is even easier, and there are a lot more ways that you can customize without having to know code. I've tried out a lot of the other platforms as well, but I find that Squarespace and Kajabi are great fits for expert service providers who want an online space, but don't want to have to manage something that's clunky and they feel like it could break at any minute. Over my past 7 years in business, I have designed over 45 websites from scratch for clients, including healthcare providers, consultants, therapists, wedding professionals, other designers, copywriters, and even an agronomist. I love working with people in different industries because they all have the same heart for serving their clients and getting their clients a transformation. And they need their online presence to really build trust so that when they get ready to start working with somebody, the relationship is ready to go and that foundation has already been built. Let me tell you why I'm so passionate about websites for businesses. I recently decided that I was going to take the leap and color my hair after years of Pinterest board dreaming. I wanted to get blue and purple under my hair, and I knew it wasn't something I could do myself because it was going to take bleach and lots of color, and it was not something I was prepared to do. So when I started my search, I couldn't find anyone specifically who worked with the fantasy colors I was looking for, even on Google. I finally turned to my local mom's Facebook group for recommendations. And while the comments were many, the trustworthy businesses were few. So many of the recommended stylists only had a personal Facebook profile. Some had Facebook business pages, but even those were outdated and didn't include any contact information or details about pricing or how to get in touch with them. I was finally left with only one stylist who inspired trust through her website and her social media that supported her expertise. I could see examples of her work. It was very clear what she was going to charge and what I could expect. That made it easy to get my questions answered before committing to my investment with her. And that's why a website is so important. They are the piece of your marketing that make your business look professional and help you find the right clients. No Facebook recommendation or Google profile is going to do that for you. So if you are ready to take your DIY outdated website and update it to something that is going to build trust and get the right fit clients ready to say yes, apply now for a VIP day. We will transform your website in just one day so that you are ready to get in front of those best fit clients and start bringing them into your business. You can apply on my website at lemonandthesea.com, or you can send me a DM on Instagram at lemonandthesea to learn more.